What's the haps? I'm Meroka, and welcome back to the Strangelands server! Some new things are afoot. New things are happening on the server. We have new people. New people is an interesting thing. You can see one of them here today. I'm on right now with, obviously, Fixer, and Elpec is one of 3 new people we are welcoming to the server at the moment. So, Elpec, Modi Operandus, and Keppel are 3 new people who will be joining the server. Keppel goes by a multitude of names, so I'm not sure which one he wants to be called, but Keppel is one of them. So if you recall, back in October, we obviously had our application to join the Strangelands contest thing, and obviously the owner of this fine boat, if slightly defaced boat, was invited. Pastafarian was obviously the guy who won that contest. But we had many, many excellent entries, so several other people have gotten to join the server. We've invited a few more people who are excellent entries onto the server. So you can go check out their channels below. We did a little video on Saturday of some shenanigans of them joining the server. I had some issues with my footage. I wasn't totally happy with it, so that's not going up on my channel. Plus, I got a lot of other stuff I want to do, and it's very similar to the last video I did, so for those reasons and more, I shall be neglecting to show you that one. But if you want to see them arriving on the server, in which they deface the boat, and many, many, many other things on the server, you can go check that out on all of their channels in the description below, and indeed, you can also check it out on Fixer's channel, because Fixer was there present and ready for the newbies' arrival, so a lot of new stuff there, that's cool. And obviously, yeah, pranks are always fun, so go check out all the pranks and stuff. So I've got a project I wish to do here. I've got outside the riffraff hut. I recall this being how did that arrive here? I'm not sure. At any rate, outside the riffraff hut, I've got a thing I wish to install. I've been designing a little bit of a redstone, so I've got what I think should be all of the stuff I probably need for it. I just need to figure out where the best place to install such a device is. I'm guessing probably on the end here, if I make some space. I've got what I want to do is a vending machine is the project that I've got in mind. I'm gonna have to dig down a bit, because obviously all the redstone's gonna want to be underground. Oh, Fixer's lighting's there. I don't think this is necessarily going to be an issue, but it might be. I'm gonna dig some space out here to make some room for a vending machine, and I'll be back with you once I got the space to put in the redstone that I want. So I'll be right back. So I've excavated a bit of space here. I think this should be it. I've had to move this pumpkin over. I hope that doesn't cause any spawn issues. This stupid underground lighting system is a little bit too elaborate. It interferes with people's redstone. Fixer, take it away. Take it away. We do not want it. Anyway, what I'm going to try and do is try and replicate this from memory, which can only end well because I'm terrible at remembering these things. So I want that one there, that one there. It's going to be, that's 2 inverters. What I want is, I may need, right, what do I need? I need a couple of redstone, presumably. One there. I'm trying to remember what I need to do. It would be better if I put in the things I need. There is a crafting bench in here, isn't there? And I do believe I need a chest, and I don't bring a chest. That's totally a thing I needed. So, yoink on that score. This is where payments will be collected for the vending machine. That sits here. This is kind of the base of the vending machine. I put that there just for my own personal reference more than anything else. So I requires 2 hoppers. I do have a surfeit of hoppers since I did dismantle my ice farm recently because I wasn't using it, and just the hoppers were just an egregious waste of resources for me, so I was like, I'd rather put these to use doing something that I'm using on a regular basis, and that doesn't use it's like 21 hoppers, I think, just to collect ice, and not frequently. I was like, really? Come on, I can do better than that. I think I need to dig out a little bit more. 1 more should do it. So, let's take a look at what we've got here. This is going to be the base of the machine. This is going to be your payment slot or payment bucket, whatever. Throw payments in there. Payments go through here, down into that, and end up in the chest under the ground. That is fine. When things come through here, they will tick past the comparator, so that'll note that there are things in there. This is going to be a signal extender. We're going to loop the signal back around this way. And we take this out. This is such a simple one. I can't believe this is as simple as I have managed to make it. I'm astonished at how cool a device I managed to make in such a small space. How big is the footprint on this? I said to Fixer before I was building it, it was 2 by 2 by 7 underground. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's actually only 2 by 2 by 6 underground, and then 2 blocks above ground, which is awesome. So we're going to use this piston. This is exactly the same mechanism as I have under the ground in my other shop. I need some blocks. Cobblestone will probably suffice reasonably well there. Get a block there. And I think that's pretty much it, actually. I think we're pretty good to go. Oh, no. That's... Can I get that back? I can. Good. This wants to be one of the other repeaters. It requires 2 repeaters. So, repeater in there. Set that delay to 2. I think that's actually it. I think I'm done. Which is astonishingly simple for me for redstone. Me and redstone normally ends up being a horrifying tangled mess of wires, as it were. So, if I put the dirt back to cover things up, hopefully grass grows back there, right? Cover this up. What you're saying, I suppose if I... Oh, I hope that wasn't important. I suppose I'll give you a quick run through what we're doing here. Let's have a quick look. Oh, I broke the gravel. Damn it. It's not going to come back. Right. Payment goes in here, ticks through here, activates the comparator. Comparator goes into repeater. Repeater just extends the signal, basically. That goes through here into the piston, which goes into this block. The signal goes in there. Because that's the top part of the piston, it activates the piston, which extends the piston. Oh, this isn't covered up as well as I hoped it was covered up. I could put some dirt there, it'll be right, I think. Should be good, probably, maybe, I don't know. Either way, the cobblestone will be extended. The cobblestone will then, because it has been extended, it will break the signal. So basically, any length of signal, will reduce it to, I think it's literally like half a tick or 1 tick or something. Is a ridiculously short tick. I then put the 2 delay repeater that you can see there. That basically extends it to a reasonable length signal, quite frankly, is what it is. That reasonable length signal, because otherwise it then goes through those, it goes to, basically there's 2 NOT gates there. The 2 NOT gates then feed into this block. Obviously 2 NOT gates basically just cancel each other out. It's probably a simpler way to do that, but this is the way I've ended up doing it. So the 2 NOT gates cancel each other out. The signal goes into this block, and then on top of that, la pièce de résistance, we simply have a dispenser. Ta-da! That is how you make a vending machine, folks. That's a vending machine. So let's cover this all up somehow. Okay, yeah, this is obviously, that one's going to move when... Ow! Oh, hello. Would you like to die? Yes, you would. I don't have my fire... There we go. I'll put it out. Yeah. Fireproof pants. Asbestos pants. I should go into business marketing those. Yeah, okay. So then I can cover that up, cover that up, cover that up. If this means if you throw any item in there, it will tick the dispenser once. There will be one pulse will go to the dispenser. Also, I know I've not done this quite right. I can't for the life of me figure out why this is the case. Because it makes no sense, redstone speaking to me. Basically, those need to be half slabs or it doesn't work. If those aren't half slabs, I don't know, it just breaks. So it comes with half slabs there, which doesn't look awful actually. So payment in there. Half slabs are there for technical reasons that I can't for the life of me fathom out. And there is our dispenser. I need to put something there to cover that up. What could we possibly... Because this is obviously going to move, so I just put the dirt there. Yeah, it's looked worse. No, well, it's fine. It'll be fine, I'm quite sure. So now, in theory, if I were to put something in here like, say, ender pearls, we can then go... And it throws out an ender pearl! Basically, the way this works is it's now going to work with anything. This is a very non-discriminatory payment system. It will accept any item under the sun. If you were, say, throw in, I don't know, a legendary sword, it'd still do it. That's payment. So it's kind of a pay-what-you-want model, to be honest. Then I can just grab all the things out of there. Which is actually a lot easier to access than my last payment system, so it's got that going for it, if nothing else. So, obviously, I put ender pearls in there, and I did put ender pearls in for a reason. Ender pearls are what I wish to sell, wish to vend around here, because obviously I got my ender going on now, and the ender gives me a very much a surplus of ender pearls. And I know certainly Mr. Elpec on the server is a major addict of the ender pearls. Wow, he's having a really rough time today. He's up to... Wow, he's outdoing me. Jeez. Yeah. So, he goes through quite a few ender pearls. I go through quite a few ender pearls. Fix goes through quite a few ender pearls. Oh, there's a bit of a demand on the server for them right now. So I figure some vending machines would you know, work quite nicely with that demand. This one's going to have to go, I'm afraid. That can't stay. Now, at the minute, this is kind of a bit of a crude looking vending machine, so I thought I would spruce it up a bit. We've got a fancy bit of paneling there that we can put on it that I can use. If I can put it there, and put it there, and put it there. That's why I've used the orange clay, because it kind of matches the base of the orange. I can't do much about the top until Mojang adds an option to dye dispensers purple, which I suspect is probably not in the works. But as it is, you know, from a distance, as long as you don't look too closely at it, that's actually kind of cool. You kind of got, you know how you get to your big flashy lights and vibrant paneling and stuff on vending machines that's designed to make you go, hey, look, things, buy them. So this is my new brand. This is my Ender Pearl brand. I spent a little while discussing with Fixer the various merits of various brand names beforehand. Not quite convinced by the entire choices. I mean, I think I only got this in my head because I think it's a nickname Mod gave me at some point, but I think at some point he called me Meroka Cola, and I was like, I'm making a vending machine. This should be Meroka Cola. I don't know, maybe. I like the name, but obviously it's not particularly appropriate for an Ender Pearl. It's just good for a vending machine, because obviously when you have a vending machine, one thinks of ice-cold, refreshing drinks, delicious. Nice. I could go for a good cola, a good Meroka Cola. So you see the vending machine and you go and you buy it. The iconography, well, basically, the center is obviously sort of evocative of Ender Pearls, because that's what it's vending, so it seems fairly appropriate. We've got the green and cyan kind of orb kind of design, a symbol of power, very, very similar to the actual items that it vends as well, so yeah, it's very evocative there. In the background, I've kind of got this sunset gradient, which in our focus tests with consumers, people rated as being a very serene, calming kind of theme, one that resonated well with the user base. So ultimately, this is the brand design I've gone with for my vending machines. So we've got the Ender Pearl design on a soothing, calm, refreshing background. It just reminds you of like the sunset over a tropical beach. Wouldn't it be lovely to be on a tropical beach and having a nice, refreshing Meroka Cola? I don't know. Either way, that's gonna work. That's the thing. If I wanted to pay a potato, because the banners don't block it either, it just throws it straight out. That'd probably work with the dropper as well, I imagine, but I don't know. I've gone with dispensers. Why not? So there you go. So that is pay what you want for Ender Pearls. The reason for the pulse shortener in there is basically if you were to theoretically throw a stack of something in there, it would cause issues with it, because it would kind of hold the comparator would basically have a long delay on it. The redstone signal would be on for much longer than I want it to be, so then the piston breaks that signal, and admittedly you still can't vend anything else until those items have moved through the system. So if you throw an entire stack of dirt in there, you're going to have to wait for 64 dirt to tick its way through a hopper before you can actually buy another Ender Pearl. So I mean, it will still work if you want to pay 64 dirt for one Ender Pearl. Great, thank you for shopping with Meroka Cola, but honestly, yeah, it's going to impede your use of the system. Either way, there it is. I suppose I hadn't planned on doing this. I wanted to keep it simple and word-free, multilingual, obvious for anyone of any language. It probably does need a sign that says pay here, because as it is, it's just a hole in the ground, and people are like, what is this? It should say this needs to be, that should be a payment slot. Either way, I like that as a design. Look, it's a 2x1 surface profile vending machine. And I don't know of anyone that's ever done that. It may be I'm not the first to do that, but I've never seen anyone do that. This is a creation of my own devising, and I think it's kind of cool. So I do want to put another one over here. I wandered over here for a reason before. I would like to house one over here. I'd speak to Fixer beforehand. He's pretty cool with me putting such a device in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. We're going to have a vending machine over by this. If you haven't seen the inside of this yet, a few other people have already taken a look at this, but the inside of this is now going to be our project board. This house is all the projects. Anything anybody is to work on in the future on the server. Got a police station, farms, hospital, tunnel to the desert biome, tourist centre for Bubbles. Indeed, Bubbles the gas, the one that I nicknamed Icarus, because I didn't know any better at the time. I hadn't seen the Discovery of Bubbles video. That's apparently he's still around. Fixer's heard him flying through the sky at some point recently, so he's up there, and I think they want to build like a CN tower kind of thing, a big Space Needle kind of dealy, to go up and have a viewing platform to try and see Bubbles from the top. Sounds kind of cool. I need an environmental agency to deal with the problem that Fixer keeps dumping all his industrial waste in the rivers. I've caught him doing that a few times. It's not good. It's not good for the planet, man. Can't keep doing that. Can't keep doing that. So yeah, that's our project board. I want to put another vending machine there, and I will put another one outside the post office. However, you've seen me building it once, so I guess I shall come back once I've got those constructed for you. Okay, I've got them all installed now. One thing I will pick up on is that they do work so much better. I mean, when I designed this, it was against a flat wall, and it works so much better against a flat wall than it does the first one I did, and indeed the second one I did, I chose to do on a bloody corner. So it kind of, where the piston goes, it works better under a wall because it's where otherwise you end up with that, sort of, it ends up protruding above the ground. I suppose it could be made slightly lower down, but it would have a larger underground profile. Up against a wall like this, the piston is behind this block. It's like it 2 down from here and pushes the block up to fill basically the space behind this block. And if your wall ends here, as it has done twice so far, that bit becomes above ground and it becomes really, really obvious and visible. So it's probably not a great design there. If you were to make the wiring a little bit larger underground, you could take it a little bit deeper and get around it that way. That would certainly work. That would do the job just as well. Obviously, it would increase your footprint if you're trying to keep things small, but otherwise, it still does the job. So let's get everything nice and branded. I'm going to have to make several trips, I suspect, to bring enough ender pearls to do the job. So at least everything's up and running and functional. I need to get some signs on it, and I need to get them stocked. I need to do some vending machine stockage. Got that. And test it, make sure it works. Actually, I haven't tested this one. Yeah, it works. Good. That's all happy. That's wonderful. It's a vending machine. So they're cool. If you need vending machines at the post office, there is one there. If you need a vending machine at the project hut, there's one there, and there's one at the riffraff hut. So they're all cool. That's all grand. That's pretty awesome all around. I kind of sort of going for more community buildings. Obviously, riffraff hut is open to everybody, the project hut is open to everybody, and the post office is obviously community building as well, by its very nature. I need an ATM, there's one over there. So, I obviously don't particularly want to attach it to things that are owned by people, because that's just a little bit rude to just turn up and install things on them. I've also got these banners. These are obviously my banners, the Yorkshire Rose, so I just realised I haven't branded anything of mine around spawn, so I kind of feel like maybe I should do that. There we go. Now everyone knows it's mine. It's got the Yorkshire Rose branding. Made in Yorkshire, you know. It's awesome. I like that flag. That's a really nice flag. I do like it. I think everybody likes their own flag, though, so I'm cool. I'm quite happy that I got to claim the Yorkshire flag as my flag for the server, so that's awesome. And one thing I haven't done is I haven't put the branding on this shop over here, this vending machine. It goes like that, it goes like that, and it goes like that. And yeah, this is where, I suppose I can remove it. No, it isn't. It's this one, isn't it? Yeah, that's where this piston needs to be able to extend into that space, and that's kind of trouble because there's no good way to cover that up, which is why I've put a little bit of dirt there, I've built it up a bit. It looks a bit messy. I don't know if Fixer might think of something more ingenious to tidy it up than that. My solution to the thing is just cover it up with dirt, I'm afraid. Just put a bit of a shrubbery there, a bit of a tree maybe, a little tree growing in the corner, I don't know. Something to cover things up. Either way, I've got a vending machine. I suppose I could flip it around so it's the other way, actually. If I put the payment system there, the piston would actually be here, and therefore it wouldn't actually intrude with anything. That might actually be the way forward with this one. I might just have to reverse how the wiring goes underground for this one. Yeah, I could do that. Either way, yeah, that is a vending machine. It works. I don't think there's any... Yeah, there's nothing in this one, so I can't really test it to any great extent. Oh yeah, there's wood in it. I put wood in it to test it. Ta-da! Wood for old dirt. Good. Take that one out. Cool. I was wondering why I ran out of wood halfway through the project. Yeah, that'll probably explain it. Oh, that would do it. Anyway, yeah, that's the 3 vending machines, plus a little brief quick guide to how to make them, because they're pretty simple. They're cool little devices. I think they're rather nice. So if people wish to purchase their ender pearls, there are now 3 well strategically placed places around the server. Just go and claim them for... I'll say it's pay what you want. Another brand I kind of also would like to play on a little bit is because I haven't put any filters in there. One could, but I haven't. It is pay what you want. If I kind of want to call it like the Humble Ender Bundle or something, I don't know. Brands, I don't know. I Fix said blue glass or something because obviously I think that's a meth reference because people are addicted to it. But I like Meroka Cola for the play on words, and I also like Humble Ender Bundle because it's pay what you want. Those are both brands which appeal to me. So I don't know. Like he doesn't even have a sign on it. He doesn't have a name, so it doesn't particularly need a brand. But hey ho, that's some new things. That's cool. I'm glad I came up with that one because that's kind of a cool little device, and I hope you enjoyed it too. But that's about all we've got for today. So thank you very much for watching. I've been Meroka. This has been some exploits on the Strangelands server. I'll see you next time.